I recommend planning ahead and doing research, especially to prepare for possible situations. Not knowing CSOPs cause me to make mistakes or struggles to handle things. Next time, I will plan better and I won't skip research or preparing. In my practice, my experience was strong. It was nice, but I feel very stressed and it was hard to handle. It felt strange to have so much responsibility, but I did well because I didn't let my emotions take over.
As Luke mentions, the lack and knowledge about the reality of the practice was one of the problems. It clears that classrooms are different with specific needs and diverse attitudes. Some equal to a easy approach to make adjust to my planning and implement more dynamic activities. Even with the various complete every was achieved satisfactory. My experience was full dimensions, both good and bad, from having high expectations to fear and stress, but I can say that I am happy with the results obtained. At first, I was frustrated by the group's negative response. I think we needed to adapt and had to know each other a little more. Here, the importance of creating a good atmosphere in the classroom for better practice.
I think it's a good idea to have materials that fit the students' needs so they start focused and interested in the class. Since this is our first time working in with team, they might not trust us yet, and that can after how much they participate. That's something I will personally include in my planning, like fun activities on materials that lay students take part. My experience during the break was really good and interesting. I learned many new things that I had tried before. One thing I noticed was that when I asked my students questions about the topic, they did want to ask when, which made in the class a bit worrying because I was the only one talking. I felt a bit embarrassing because I wasn't sure if they really understood me. So I'm changing my activities to get my students more involved through ready and every marking the final project more fun.
Planning don't happen overnight. It's crucial to consider every point the teacher mentions for learning, planning, design. Um, Regrettably, I felt unsupport through the planning process. It's so assumed that universities events were overwhelming, leaving teachers little time to thoroughly teach planning. Um, I hope in the future there will be more feedback and attention given to these important details. um, and I was a bit nervous during my first practice, but overall I performed well. Um, However, being sick made me uncomfortable and added to my stress. I'm mindful of my weakness and look forward to improving them in the future.
Uh, Hi, and my planning. I will be to analyze the context of the students before planning. Also carry out simple activities for them, but about all the support of the normal school. One of the changes was the time for planning. They were very short for delivery and review. I will improve my times and have more sources of help for planning, and I will seek more support from classmates and teachers. And in my practice, it was a very good experience with ups and downs, but I'm always happy and the attitude of improving and learning with many emotion, but in general, there was stress, happiness, and anger. They were different situations, but everything went well. In different classes, my fellow trainees helped me and always with attitude.
I suggest researching the topic to be taught, relate the topic to the needs of the classroom, and bring teaching material related to the topic as support. One of the difficulties I had was insufficient time for activity. The student finished quietly, making the process of the activity difficult. One of the things I will do is include different paper activities for fun and effective learning. In my pack, I had a great experience in my first insertion team, teaching young children. I was very nervous, but I became more relaxed with the group. The thanks to the support and advice of the good teacher. How did you feel? I feel nervous and anxious to know what the group would be like and to know if the children were going to feel comfortable with me. And hope I remember that when I got nervous, try to calm down and ask for some advice so that the cat could go with.